TV7 Israel News is made possible thanks to your generous donation. Shalom, good evening. This is TV7 Israel News broadcast to you from Jerusalem. And in today's top stories, tensions escalated on Israel's southern front as Gazan Palestinians launched dozens of rockets and mortar shells toward the southern communities of the Jewish state. Israel conducts wide-scale retaliatory bombardments of Palestinian Islamic Jihad installations in both the Gaza Strip and an area outside of Damascus, Syria. Israeli authorities are seemingly making every effort to quell fears of a potential local outbreak of the coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, after a group of South Korean pilgrims that toured the land were found to be carrying the deadly virus. Tensions on Israel's southern front escalated over the weekend. Palestinian Islamists launched dozens of rockets and mortar shells from the Gaza Strip toward the southern communities of the Jewish state. Rocket alert sirens sounded in numerous towns and cities, including Ashkelon and Sderot, forcing about 200,000 Israelis to rush into bomb shelters within the Home Front Command's instructed 15 to 30 seconds time frame, respective of the community's distance from the jihadist-controlled territory. Medical teams reportedly transferred a pregnant lady in her 7th month to a hospital after she fell while running to a bomb shelter. Thankfully, it was confirmed that no harm was caused to the unborn child. Furthermore, several people were treated for shock. Meanwhile, the Iranian proxy in Gaza, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, claimed responsibility for the indiscriminate rocket fire. The Islamist group highlighted an incident yesterday morning in which 2 of its operatives attempted to plant an improvised explosive device next to the security barrier with Israel, drawing deadly fire from Israeli forces. Following the incident, the IDF refused to return their bodies, effectively implementing a new directive from Jerusalem. Unless the bodies of 3 IDF soldiers that remain in the custody of the Islamist organizations in Gaza are returned, Israel will henceforth refuse to return bodies of jihadist operatives. The measure infuriated the Palestinian Islamic Jihad. In a published video that purported to show barrages of rockets fired in Israel's direction, the terrorist organization vowed to retaliate to what it described to be Zionist crimes against the Palestinian people. In a retaliatory response to the Palestinian aggression toward the Jewish state, the IDF launched a wide-scale bombardment against Islamic Jihad targets in both the Gaza Strip and Syria. According to the IDF spokesperson's unit, the multi-front attack inflicted a devastating blow to dozens of the Iranian-backed organization's militant installations. In Syria, an Islamic Jihad research and development compound located in the Adaliyah region, outside of Damascus, was targeted. The Israeli military revealed that the compound was being used for the purpose of developing weapons and rocket fuel, among others, that are later smuggled into Gaza. Separately, Israeli fighter aircraft targeted numerous installations belonging to the Palestinian Islamic Jihad across the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip. In addition to the destruction of militant installations, the Israeli Air Force targeted several of the jihadist terror cells that were preparing to launch rockets toward Israel. Direct hits were indeed confirmed. In light of the escalation, the IDF Home Front Command instructed Israel's southern communities to keep schools closed throughout the day. It also barred people from congregating in open areas and limited events of more than 300 people. It is important to note that the Palestinian rocket fire toward Israel is still ongoing at this moment, and Israeli retaliatory strikes against the Islamic Jihad were reported throughout the day. Since the start of the escalation, more than 35 projectiles were fired indiscriminately from the Hamas-controlled Gaza Strip toward Israel, and while no major injuries were reported, damage was caused to public areas, including a children's playground. Turning now to Israel's capital, where a terror attack was averted in Jerusalem's Old City on Saturday when an Arab Islamist attempted to perpetrate a stabbing attack near the Temple Mount.
היום סמוך לשעה 11, לוחמי מג"ב ושוטרים של הר הבית הבחינו במחבל שרץ עם סכין שלופה בידו מכיוון מעלה מוטגור לכיוון שער האריות לתוך שער השבטים. אחרי שקראו לו מספר פעמים לעצור והוא סירב, נאלצו לירות בו ולנטרל אותו.
Sadly, a female pedestrian sustained light injuries from shrapnel and was transferred to a Jerusalem hospital for further treatment. While the terrorist's identity is still being investigated, the police assessment indicates that the assailant acted alone. Now, in other news, Israeli authorities are seemingly making every effort to quell fears of a potential local outbreak of the coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, after a group of South Korean pilgrims that toured the land were found to be carrying the potentially deadly disease.
We found out that the group of 39 pilgrims from South Korea that visited in Israel from February 8 to February 15, 9 of them found positive to COVID-19. They have probably been in contact with hundreds or even more Israelis during their stay in Israel, and therefore we started an epidemiologic research to find out about their location.
The Israeli Health Ministry's Director General confirmed that during the days mentioned, the 9 tourists who tested positive for coronavirus after returning to South Korea visited numerous holy sites, including Jerusalem's Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Cave of the Patriarchs in the West Bank city of Hebron. In light of the concerning revelation, hundreds of people, including school children, were immediately instructed to remain at home under quarantine.
So far, there is not confirmed case in Israel, but we assume that the potential of a confirmed case during the event, since we had the event of the Korean pilgrims, is going up. The chances are going up now.
In light of the latest developments pertaining to the coronavirus, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu held an emergency consultation alongside Israel's top health and public security officials. The Israeli leader revealed that in addition to the countries that were already barred from entering Israel in recent days, which among others include South Korea, a decision was made to bar the entry of non-Israelis flying directly from Australia and Italy.
לישראל ממדינות נוספות. היום אנחנו נוסיף את אוסטרליה ואיטליה. בעת הצורך אנחנו נוסיף מדינות אחרות. אמרתי, היערכות יתר עדיפה על היערכות חסד. ישראל נהגה עד היום בצורה יותר מחמירה מכל המדינות, ואנחנו נמשיך לעשות מה שצריך כדי לשמור, למנוע את ההתפשטות של הנגיף בישראל.
While Jerusalem makes every effort to thwart the virus from plaguing the Jewish state, its arch-enemy, the Islamic Republic of Iran, apparently failed to control the spread of the disease.
באיראן יש, ואנחנו חושדים שיש הרבה. יכול להיות שיש השלכות לטורקיה. אנחנו גם לזה נבדוק את זה, ואני מניח במשך היום.
The growing number of Iranians infected with the coronavirus prompted several countries in the region that maintain ties with the Islamic Republic, including Turkey, to close their borders, forcing Tehran into further isolation.
İran'daki tablonun giderek artış göstermesi sebebiyle komşumuzla sınırlarımızı geçici olarak kapatma kararı aldık.
Meanwhile, in Tehran, the regime's health ministry confirmed that out of 43 confirmed cases, 8 Iranians fell victim to the deadly virus.
بیش از 800 اندی نفر به نوعی مشکوک به ابتلا به کووید 19 تلقی شدند و از اونها تحت بررسی قرار گرفتند و نهایتاً تا امروز یک شنبه که در خدمت شما هستیم 43 نفر با تشخیص قطعی مبتلا به کرونا ویروس جدید یا کووید 19 شناسایی شدند که از این جمع متاسفانه 8 نفر جان خودشون از دست دادند.
When asked whether Iranian authorities were able to limit the contagion, the Islamic Republic's health ministry confirmed that they do not have the tools required to mitigate the sickness from spreading further.
مشکل و دشواری ممکنه وجود داشته باشد، ولی اینکه در دسترس نباشد به هیچ وجه. ما هیچ دارو و تجهیزاتی مورد نیاز برای بیماران کووید 19 نیست که به اون دسترسی ولو با دشواری نداشته باشه.
Thank you for watching us. Keep praying for the peace of Jerusalem as well as the peace and salvation of Israel. I'm Jonathan Hassan. Have a Erev Tov and Shavua Tov. We will see you again tomorrow at the same time.